It's Family Fun Friday, and I'm Dr. Cindy Burnett. Today, I'd like to talk about embracing challenges, which is a huge piece of creativity. Oftentimes when I talk to parents, they ask me, how can I instill that grit, that desire to want to keep going into my children? And I found a really simple way to do this with my own children that I'm going to share with you today, and that is puzzles. I love puzzles, and I didn't always love puzzles. As a child, I did not love puzzles, but as I became older, I realized that puzzles were like challenges. You could see the end goal, you had a starting point, and there were steps you needed to take to get to that end goal. But it wasn't an easy task to get to the end goal. So I started doing big puzzles on my own, and then I started to involve my children, who are now 9 and 10. And it's amazing the discussions that I have with my children when we are building puzzles together. Where do we begin? How do we know where to start? What happens when we get stuck and we can't find a piece? This is hard. I have to look at this in a different way. What if we tried something else? All of the language that you hear in building a puzzle, you will also be able to translate into the language that you can use when your kids are faced with a problem. So once they face an actual complex challenge, you can say to them, remember when we worked on that puzzle? What worked for that? Well, it helped to look at things from different perspectives. So let's flip this around a little bit. Maybe we need to give it a break and just wait till tomorrow before we make the next step. So behind me, you can see one of the puzzles that my children and I did together. We like to take our puzzles and put a coat of Mod Podge puzzle paint on top of it and frame them. And if you ever came to my house, you'd see puzzles all over the place. And those puzzles represent the small challenges that we tackle together as a family, so that when bigger challenges arise, we can start to think about how we might tackle them.